Okay, we're going to continue on in our Father's Word today. This is Ruth, the book of Ruth, chapter 3, verse 10. And he said, Blessed be thou of the Lord my daughter, for thou hast showed more kindness in the latter end than at the beginning, inasmuch as thou followest not young men, whether poor or rich. Now, Boaz and Ruth was 40 years old when she got married to Boaz, and Boaz was 80. And he didn't live very long after the wedding. But Ruth conceived Obed. Obed had Jesse, and Jesse had King David, and King David had Nathan. Solomon's not in the bloodline of Christ. He's in the bloodline of Joseph, Matthew 1, but the bloodline of Christ is Luke 3, Mother Mary's bloodline. Mother Mary's father, Eli, had a bloodline back to King David. That's why Christ is called King of Kings. And Mother Mary's mother and Elizabeth's mother were Levites. That means Mother Mary's mother had a bloodline back to Moses and Aaron and Miriam. So Christ is called Lord of Lords because of Mother Mary's bloodline. King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Now this is Ruth chapter 3 verse 11. And now my daughter, fear not, I will do to thee all that thou requirest, for all the city of my people doth know that thou art a virtuous woman. And now it is true that I am the near of kinsmen. Howbeit there is a kinsman nearer than I. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning, that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman well, let him do the kinsman's part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then I will do the part of the kinsman to thee, as the Lord liveth. Lie down until the morning. And she lay at his feet until the morning. And she rose up before one could know another. And he said, Let it not be known that a woman come into the floor. Also he said, Bring the veil that thou hast upon thee, and behold it. And when she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley and laid it on her. And she went into the city. And when she came to her mother-in-law, she said, Who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her. And she said, These 6 measures of barley gave he me. For he said to me, Go not empty unto thy mother-in-law. Then she said, Sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall. For the man will not be in rest until he have finished the thing this day. Then went Boaz up to the gate and sat down there. And behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz spoke came by, unto whom he said, Ho, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down. And he took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, Sit ye down here. And they sat down. And he said unto the kinsman, Naomi, that is come again out of the country of Moab, selleth a parcel of land, which was our brother Elimelech's. And I thought to advertise thee, saying, Buy it before the inhabitants, and before the elders of my people. If thou wilt redeem it, redeem it. But if thou not redeem it, then tell me that I may know. For there is none to redeem it besides thee, and I am after thee. And he said, I will redeem it. Then said Boaz, What day thou buyest the field in the hand of Naomi, thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I mire my own inheritance. Redeem thou my right to thyself, for I cannot redeem it. Now this was a matter in a former time in Israel concerning redeeming and concerning changing. For to confirm all things, a man plucked off his shoe and gave it to his neighbor. And this was a testimony in Israel. Therefore the kinsman said unto Boaz, Buy it for thee. So he drew off his shoe, and Boaz said unto the elders and unto all the people, Ye are witnesses this day that I have bought all that was Elimelech's, and all that was Chilon's and Mahlon's of the hand of Naomi. Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Mahlon, have purchased it to be my wife, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance, that the name of the dead be not cut off from among his brethren, and from the gate of his place. Ye are witnesses this day. And all the people that were in the gate and the elders said, We are witnesses. The Lord make the woman that is come into thine house like Rachel and like Leah, which two did build the house of Israel. And do thou worthily in Ephratah, and be famous in Bethlehem. And let thy house be like the house of Pharez, whom Tamar bare unto Judah, of the seed which the Lord shall give thee of this young woman. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife. And when he went into her, the Lord gave her conception, and she bare a son. And the woman said unto Naomi, Blessed be the Lord, which hath not left thee this day without a kinsman, that his name may be famous in Israel. And he shall be unto thee a restorer of thy life, and a nourisher of thine own old age. For thy daughter-in-law, which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, hath borne him. And Naomi took the child and laid it in her bosom, and became nurse unto it. And the women her neighbors gave it a name, saying, There is a son born to Naomi. And they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. Now, these are the generations of Pharez begot Herzon, and Herzon begot Ram, and Ram begot Abinadab, and Abinadab begot Nahshon, and Nahshon begat Salmon, and Salmon begat Boaz, and Boaz begat Obed, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat King David. Now, that's the end of the book of Ruth. The next book are 1st and 2nd Samuel. Samuel was the last great judge of Israel, and he had to give up all his power when Israel decided they wanted a man king. And so Samuel anointed King Saul, and he anointed King David as a young shepherd's boy. So he anointed King David and Saul as kings of Israel. And he had to give up his power as the judge, the last of the great judges of Israel. And this is the first book of Samuel. Now there was a certain man of Ramoth Zophim of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zephath, and Ephraite. And he had two wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the other named Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. And this man went up out of his city yearly to work